I'm about to explore the Chumash Trail out near Malibu, and yeah, hopefully this will be fun. For your knowledge, these purple flowers here are blue dicks, or kind of like a wild onion. They taste kind of like an onion, but less spicy and more oily. I'm not gonna dig one up now, but yeah, for your reference. I'm up here. I think I'm gonna go this way, and yeah, pretty nice views of the beach here. I just started jogging on this trail here, you know, not too far, and the sun's kind of shining right now despite the clouds, and you really get a nice view of the coastline here, so quite nice. My plan is to kind of go around this way and look for one of these ridgetop ponds in the Santa Monica's, so wish me luck. I'm planning on looping kind of that way, right? But I just saw some people leaving this overlook here, you know, so I thought I'd go out and get a little view. You can really see how nice kind of that marine base is over there. And I'm hoping to get a nice view of the PCH once I reach that point, so we'll see. Real quickly, I thought I'd point out a few wildflowers here. So these are shooting stars, right? Very beautiful purple flowers, and I see them out near Los Padres more, less so the San Gabriels, but they're very beautiful. Another one is the the paintbrush, Indian paintbrush here, and I believe that the Native Americans used to use this to make the red paint. I assume that there was some red rock going into that too, but yeah, anyways, some neat wildflowers, so I may get a few photos real quick before I keep going. I forgot if I mentioned it, but if you want to find these in the San Gabriel Mountains, I suggest poking around some of those fire roads near San Dimas, particularly near the reservoir that kind of go up on the, I think it's the east side of the reservoir. There are a few trails out there, but yeah, aside from that, I haven't seen many shooting star flowers in the San Gabes. This is really nice, actually, you know. Great view of the PCT just down there. Mugu Peak's right up there. I think I'm just gonna jog around it this time. But yeah, anyways, got this neat white rock over here. I kind of want to get out to it just to see how steep some of these slopes are here. I've done some of the stuff near Sycamore Canyon and other parts of Malibu, but yeah, okay, interesting. So I suspect some of this white here is just spray paint maybe, but yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, beautiful views. Not crazy steep, and yeah, from this angle, it sort of reminds me of the Channel Islands, particularly maybe Santa Cruz Island, you know. You do have these steep but subtly gentle slopes out there, but yeah, anyways, spectacular. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna keep going on that trail. So yeah, neat area though. You know, I really do enjoy the Santa Monica's, and I think I was looking out at some old photographs, and I haven't really done anything here since I think 2022, before I really started making these videos consistently. And I think the last thing I did is I started at these caves a little bit more east of here, I think. And I took this route out to kind of up from the back north side of the mountain to the south side of the mountain near the beach on this Temescal Ridge route, I think. That was really nice, you know. It's a nice place to jog. I know there are a lot of great waterfalls out near Malibu. I've done the Backbone Trail, like Sandstone Peak, a big like loop out there at one point. So I may keep doing things out here for the videos. You know, I wanted to, I think more recently, do the Sycamore Canyon route from the north side of the mountains to the beach and back. It seems like a nice run. So, but yeah, expect more out here from me, I guess. This is my first video out here. So anyways, I think we have something cool coming up in a little bit, as I mentioned before. So yeah. All right. So yeah, this is pretty nice. Decided to stop quickly. There's like a trail over there to check out this little garden thing and kind of give y'all a view. So just so for your context, there's this really nice big sand dune right there, and I'm gonna be coming down near La Jolla, but I think next time I'm out here I'll go to that sand dune maybe, and then right past that is I think Sycamore Canyon. So, you know, the PCH just goes all along here. That's how I'm gonna jog back. And I might stop at the beach, but anyways, yeah, let's take a look at this. So, looks like someone's doing some gardening, and I don't know, this kind of looks like a citrus tree or something like that. I don't know what kind, but yeah, pretty neat. All right. You know, having not been here for a while, at least 2 to 3 years, I forget how nice the Santa Monica Mountains are, especially in the springtime. You know, it's green right now, not insanely green, but I've been here when it's been really green, and I'll add a few little photos. I think I have some good ones from Sycamore Canyon for you, so check these out. But yeah, anyways, further up we go. All right, this is the first California poppy I think I've seen of the day, maybe of the year. And to be honest, this could be a California poppy or a Mexican poppy. I think it's a California poppy just due to the kind of orange color, but I don't really know. So if you're an expert, let me know what that is. This is one route, but I'm gonna take this route now. So I think the idea on Google was just keep turning right, and then I'll eventually reach the pond, but we'll see. I'm starting to see more patches of poppies, right? Like all of these little poppies, but nothing really substantial. Does anyone know if Santa Monica's ever really get super blooms? It'd be neat to be here if that happens, but thus far, just little patches here and there. The quality of the flowers seems to just keep getting better as I go further and further down trail, although there aren't too many of them, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not gonna stop every time I see a poppy, you know. At this point, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I think I need to kind of go down that way and then take that trail across up there, and there should be a pond. But anyways, up here, there are a lot of really nice grassy meadows that I may explore in the future. So yeah, anyways, forward and onward. So I've been seeing a lot of poppies on this connector trail, but I feel like this view right here is really nice. I said I wouldn't get too much more video of these poppies, but I feel like this one's worth it. This is the first creek crossing. There are these mushrooms here, you know, and there is flow, which is neat, although not a lot. I'm guessing this is a seasonal stream, but yeah, just up over here, got this little container, which has been opened up, I guess, to include a little hole. So, all right, that's pretty neat. But yeah, very cool. Okay. I think I'm gonna purify some water in this pool here real quick, just because I'm not as familiar with what streams will be flowing and whatnot. And I think today it's gonna be over 10 miles, so good to stay hydrated. Alrighty, that loose and high pressure. Good stuff. Slowly but surely, that water's getting purified. Alright, like to sip a little off the top first. And yeah, it tastes good. Well, generally, the directions have been turn right. The right turn behind me is closed, and so I think I'm on the right track. That's I think La Jolla Canyon down there. So my hope is that if I keep going up that way, I'll get to a pond, but we'll see. I actually don't know how this is gonna look on the camera, but from where I'm at, you know, walking along this, jogging along this, kind of looks like a tunnel to me, you know, pretty nice. So I'm at a fork. Could go that way, could go that way. I think the pond is probably behind me to some extent, but I'm not 100% sure. Should have mapped it on some GPS or something like that, but I don't really use those. Anyways, I'm gonna go down there to check it out and then maybe keep going this way, but hopefully I find that pond I'm looking for. Actually, the pond is right here, and I do hear some coots. However, you can't really see it right now. So what I'm gonna try to do is maybe poke around there, and then if I can't see it there, I'm gonna go up that way. But this may be tractable. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, so here we have some pond scum and a little bit of a trail, and I can kind of see it. Okay, yeah, there we go. A bit of a pond, a little more murky than I was expecting, but yeah, still pretty neat. I'm gonna try to get maybe a little closer. I don't know. Let's see. I am pretty close at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna go this way just a little further. That's a better view. Yeah. So you see this big pond up here in the Santa Monica's, and yeah, just kind of about where the ridge stop is. A lot of deep water here, not too much moss at this section. But yeah, very, very beautiful nonetheless. I'm gonna maybe see if I can get down, maybe rinse off briefly. Nice bird calls here and there. But yeah, looks a little bit murky and rich from all this algae though, so I don't know. We'll give it a shot maybe. Thinking about this, and to be honest, the water is a little murky even for me. If you've been following me for a bit, you know I don't mind murky water or getting covered in nasty mud and stuff, but I don't really feel like it right now. But yeah, anyways, very nice ridgetop pond here. Very beautiful, lots of algae. Hearing some interesting bird calls. I don't know what everything is, but yeah, you can see it kind of extends down there to back here. And yeah, anyways, I will get in the water in the ocean though. And for that, I think I need to go back to that fork and stay to the right. Yeah, I think when I looked on Google Maps, I felt like if I just sort of stayed right on the main trails from the Chumash Trailhead, I would wind up at this pond. And I think actually, you know, the trail might be right up there. So maybe we'll get another angle of this little pond here. But yeah, here is a nice view of the pond. So yeah, that looks pretty nice actually. There is kind of a more or less of a trail down there, not a great one, but it may just go down real quickly. But anyways, yeah, very, very beautiful view here. Climb down, a lot of reeds here. Not really feeling like doing all the bushwhacking through the reeds and the algae right now, but yeah, still pretty nice to check out from this side. And yeah, anyways, gotta climb up that and keep jogging. One last little view. Just saw a little coot in there, but I presume that there are other waterfowl here. I've heard some interesting bird calls, so yeah. But anyways, off to La Jolla, I guess, La Jolla Canyon, which is that way, but also I think that way. I feel like compared to the San Gabriels, you know, you really get these wonderful grassy mountains in the Santa Monicas. So yeah, this you know, now it's beautiful, but I bet in April this grass is going to be a lot taller and you'll get a lot of really great wildflowers. So yeah, give it a couple of weeks. All right, so this is the trail I'm going to go up here. And yeah, this La Jolla Canyon Day use stuff. Yeah, okay, neat. All right, so well, whatever. I gotta go this way to get to La Jolla, I think, from the route that I planned. And eventually I'm gonna have to turn right. So we'll see when that is. Quite a few trails up here, you know, but anyways, the plan's to go that way. That's the right turn. But yeah, it looks like if you continue this way, you get to Sycamore Canyon, which is pretty nice, and some other spots. But yeah, anyways, onward and outward. All right, so right there, that's Sycamore Canyon. And sometime in the near future, I hope to kind of start out near Thousand Oaks and do a long kind of jog out to the canyon, out to the beach, and then back. Maybe the same way, maybe add something else, I don't know. I'll probably check out that dune too. I've been there a few times. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna have to keep going this way and that way for today. So I've actually been up over here before. This is Sycamore Canyon on the west side of the canyon. But my hope is that there's a trail that sort of descends down into La Jolla Canyon. I could take this down to Sycamore, but it'll add a few extra miles. Not a big deal, but I do want to get back earlier rather than later. So we'll see what happens. All right, this makes sense to me. So yeah, definitely gonna go that way and then go down there and to La Jolla Canyon and then back on the PCT. So that'll be a nice way to finish the day. This is the connector, the Ray Miller Trail, and it looks like I got 2.7 miles down to the La Jolla area, the day use area. And I think from there it's about 2 miles, 1.5 to 2 miles. I forget exactly how far. But yeah, anyways, making my way back down. All right, this is the day use area. Some people doing some stuff there. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can use this to top my water off. Maybe not. Anyways, yeah, I gotta jog back along there. And if I see any water flowing in the creek, I may purify. But if not, I have plenty of water and I'm not too far away. All right, this is the beach near La Jolla Cove, I guess, right over there, La Jolla Canyon. And I'm gonna try to jog back that way and then do a quick little dip in the water, kind of near where I parked. We'll see how that goes. Here we have a nice stretch of beach, and I'm pretty close to that Mugu, or Point Mugu rock, I guess, but I wanted to show y'all some dolphins, and maybe I'll get some footage, maybe I won't. But yeah, you may be able to see a few dolphins here and there, depending on my phone's capacity to capture things that are zoomed in this much. But yeah, anyways, they're feeding right now or something like that. They are coming a little closer now. Yeah, this is definitely worth maybe holding back for a couple of minutes just to get this beautiful footage of the dolphins with some zoom, but not too much on my iPhone. So yeah, they are very close to the shoreline here. Right down there's a nice little artificial arch, so pretty cool. And I am very close to the Mugu rock right there. But neat to see. All right, pretty nice. Big rock here, quite a few little cars, but yeah, anyways, I don't think I'm too far away from where I parked, and I'm gonna get in the ocean real quick too. All right, I'm actually right next to the Point Mugu rock again, and I'm at the beach really close to where I parked. So I'm gonna do a quick little dip in there. I'll get a little bit of video with my little case for this, but yeah, nice way to finish off the run is to take a nice cold soak, so should be fun. All right, here we go. Quick little soak in the ocean, you know. All right, here we go. Got a wave. Not bad. Yeah, that was worth it.